Hey everybody, Patrick Sugup here, Sugup Real Estate Services in Fort Collins, Colorado. Today we'll be looking at the seller's settlement statement comparatively to the buyer's settlement statement. We'll be breaking it down between the debits and credits and the description of what fees and expenses the seller is going to be responsible for. Comparatively to the last time where the buyer was getting debited the $300,000 house, the seller is getting credited the $300,000 house. So that seller is going to be given that $300,000 sale price. But the seller will be responsible for paying a lot of different fees. They won't be necessarily responsible for paying loan charges or prorations for escrowing taxes or insurance, but they will be responsible for closing out their account more or less with this house, basically completing their relationship with this house. So in exchange for giving the house, they're going to be getting $300,000. Property taxes, again, in Fort Collins are paid in arrears. So the taxes that I'm being charged in 2020, I'm not gonna have to pay until 2021. So if somebody buys my house this year, I'm gonna have to give them basically what my expense was for this year. So up until August 20th of 2020, so about 8.5 months, I'm gonna have to give the buyer that amount of money so that they can in turn pay those funds in 2021. And if you're under contract and you've negotiated a seller's credit, whether that's for, carpet, paint, whatever it might be, in lieu of making some repairs to the house, that seller credit will come down to what the seller is going to be giving that buyer. Again, on the sell side, in Colorado and in Fort Collins, the seller selects the title insurance policy and then pays for that title insurance premium. As discussed with Ryan Martin, now of Chicago Title, there are different levels of title insurance premiums, and that's basically just going to be a set rate based off of the sales price. And then half of the closing fee. Again, the majority of the contracts that are negotiated in Colorado are going to be 1/2 fee for the buyer and 1/2 fee for the seller, which right now is about $340. And one of the biggest fees and costs to the sale of the property is the real estate commissions. Right now is about 6%. You could see anywhere from about 5.5% to 6% for the sales price, and the sales or the owner of the home is going to be responsible for paying those commissions. So in this case, it's a 6% fee. So each side is going to be paid $9,000. And then, unless you've owned the home free and clear, you're more than likely going to have to pay off a lender. And for this transaction, so that the title company can give a clean title to the new buyer, they will ensure that the loan payoff to that amount is taken care of. So they will get all of the closing figures, final payoff figures from the lender, and make sure that those numbers are sent to them. Finally, a little bit of an X factor will be your HOA or Metro Tax District if you're in one of those areas. And also estimating utilities. They'll get one of the final bills from the utility company and generally do about 1.5 times, or an estimation to make sure that there are no funds due from the seller after closing. And if there's anything that's left over, the utility company will reimburse you. Which brings us down to our subtotals. So on the credit side, the seller is only due $300,000 and is being charged $228,090, which gives a difference of $71,910 positive to the seller. So this due to or from the seller is $71,910. In a short sale, it could be that there's money due to or due from the seller, or if there's negative equity, it could be that the seller is going to actually be paying the title company to clear that, close that loan, close that property. And then bringing us to our totals of $300,000 on the debit and $300,000 on the credit, balancing our books. The seller settlement statement, it talks about a lot of different big numbers, as does the buyer settlement statement. Each are unique in what they outline, but ultimately you and your agent, title, and lender need to be looking through these settlement statements to ensure that they are accurate to the best of your knowledge and your ability, so that when you go to closing, you don't have any too big of surprises. You should be getting this about 2, 3, 4 days prior to closing. Review it, go over it, ask any questions, so that when you get to closing, it's a boring closing. This is Patrick Sukup with Sukup Real Estate Services. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, interact. It's been a real pleasure, and I enjoy discussing these different topics with you guys. Again, subscribe, like. My name is Patrick Sukup with Sukup Real Estate Services. Thanks for watching.